Hi everybody, Susie from Cluesy here. Now Claire normally does her videos, however she is recovering from a night duty last night, so it's up to me for Vitamin D week. We hope you have enjoyed it. And of course today's video is about the top 3 tricks that you can do to get more vitamin D in your life. Now firstly, is it an issue in the world currently? Well, depending on which statistic book you want to look at, there's anywhere from 25 to 50% of the world's population is currently suffering from low vitamin D. And the further away from the equator that you get, the bigger the problem is. Secondly, what happens if you have low vitamin D? Well, there's been a high link between that and osteoporosis. But some of the more interesting diseases that you might not have heard of the link between is MS and dementia. And they're 2 that I definitely never want to have. So, one of the interesting things about vitamin D that you may not know is that we actually create it ourselves. And what happens is that during the sunny months, you'll actually get it in and you'll store it in you so that you can keep it and create it ongoing when it gets cooler and you have less access to vitamin D. Just like a squirrel hoarding those nuts. Anyway, so what can you do? We've got 3 top tricks. Of course, number 1 would be to get 1 vitamin D disc and put it on your liver. At $6 a disc, it's a pretty good option. And what that does is it's just telling your body, here's the frequency of vitamin D, make more of it. You put it on the liver goes, vitamin D frequency, let's have more of that. And so that's one thing. It's a very different solution compared to taking a supplement because there's a whole heap of issues with supplements, which Claire has gone through in many of the earlier videos. So check those out for more information on that. Top trick number 2 is that, of course, most of us know this, being outside in the sunshine. And as you can see from my lovely skin, I love to be outside, hence the location for today's video. And what you may not know though is that without being outside though, it does get a little bit windy, so I just had to hold on to the camera to make sure it didn't drop. But if you are darker skinned, you actually need to be outside more because you need more vitamin D sunlight in order to synthesize it. And so like I know when I first moved to Melbourne, I used to get the sads like there was no tomorrow from not seeing any sunshine, and I absolutely love being in sunlight and it makes me feel happy. So it's one of those great connections. And in order to get more incidental sunlight, some of the key things is to get out early in the day before 9 AM without any sunscreen or sun cream on you so that you get that pure vitamin D sunlight benefits. And just make that part of your morning routines. And the 3rd one is good old fatty fish. So what is a fatty fish? That would be things like tuna, eel, herring, salmon. Always pay a little bit of caution when we talk about fish because any of the larger varieties usually have a whole heap of mercury in the ocean. Farmed fish, again, mercury, so you can get wild if you can. But again, good source of vitamin D. So there we have it, top 3 tricks to get more vitamin D in your life. Bring it on and get out in that sunshine. Ciao!